Angry guy here, and Asian women are plotting to take over the West by taking the men that modern women didn't want. Asian women are plotting to take over the West by taking the men that modern women didn't want. I want you guys to have a look at this comment from Mayumi. You should already know who Mayumi is at this point. She's been commenting on the channel for a while now. She is the wife of a passport bro or Joe. And listen, here's what she wrote. There's going to come a time when men in the USA will be married, but happily married, to women of class, responsibility, and respect from other countries. These women, like myself, will be professionals and gentle and loving to their husbands and motherly to their children. The era of my husband's father-in-law, who grew up in cities and towns with mothers who were mostly like June Cleaver, rather than Peggy Bundy, are coming back. The Peggy Bundys of America are American Western women, and the June Cleavers are the loving, intelligent women who come to America with these professional and loving American men. These men are not lowlives. I take offense to those so-called Western women who call men who are professionals and hardworking, who don't want to sink their money into the Sarlacc pit, that are what so many called Western women today. Yes, I'm using culture references like Leave It to Beaver, Married with Children, and Star Wars because it's the best way to put a point across, especially Star Wars, destroyed by identity politics and feminism. Modern media isn't fun anymore. Just like terrible Western women today, they would stick their greedy hands out rather than give you a loving hug. When my husband gets off work, he's burnt out. And the first thing I do is let him know our home isn't stress, it's love. My husband does the same for me. So, guys, this is really what's happening. This is what's coming. American women, they can't play with this. They can't do anything about this. These women are coming. All right? The foreign women are coming. Foreign women are plotting to take over the West by taking the men that modern women didn't want. And it's not just the Asian ladies. It's what I told you. It's going to be like the American Idol. American Idol International, where women from different countries are going to compete for Western men. Look at what's happening in Sweden, where they're literally talking about passing laws to prevent so many women from coming from Thailand. Because all these men are bringing their Asian wives from Thailand. And someone pointed out that even if they try to stop it, men will just stay in their wives' countries. There are also the people from Thailand who work in the country already, picking strawberries. Men are going to just keep marrying those women as well. They're going to go to the fields, find a nice Thai girl picking strawberries, and give her a life of luxury. The foreign women are ambitious. The Asian women are especially ambitious. I said this. People did not believe me. I told y'all, you're going to see a bunch of white dudes in Africa wearing African gear like they're about to go on a hunt. And they all have African wives. And they all come from Western society. I am very serious about this. You're going to see it. Men of all ethnicities are going to travel across the world, and go and get what they like. There are some white dudes who like black women. They're going to go to Africa in droves, and they're going to get what they like. There are some black guys who like white women. They are going to go over to places like Slovenia and get what they like. It's not going to be about ethnicity. It's going to be about moving on and finding quality women. These men are going to go where they are appreciated. The greatest divider in Western society is not ethnicity. It is not the color of one's skin. It is the quality of one's women. We are not divided by color. We are divided by women. And people don't seem to realize that. And it's been like that for centuries and even thousands of years. It is the women who divide us. They divide us by playing us against one another. The same women who say that they don't like specific groups of people are the same ones that then go and hook up with those specific groups of people. It's all one big game for them. Life has always been a game for women. The thing is that in Western society, life has become so easy that all they can do is play around, mess around, because they live life on easy mode. Men never realize just how easy the life of a woman is compared to a man in Western society. If a woman does not have a place to live, it's because of her. She made that decision for herself. Guys, look at this guy. So he's a passport bro. His channel is It's Me. There's some people like, oh, it's a Passport Joe. Listen, Passport Joe is just a subsect of Passport Bro. They are Passport Bros. All right? So you guys need to chill. He's over in the Philippines with his beautiful Filipina. All right? This is a high value man. Look at, guys, look, they're in, right now they're in Cebu. They're staying at a hotel in Cebu. And look at the quality of life that they have. Look at the wonderful life that they have. This man is over there with his wife, living his best life. Look at that beautiful view. You could never afford that in Western society. Look at his beautiful wife. This man is winning. He was born in 1981, from what I understand. All right, so he's actually 2 years older than I am. So he's 42. Guys, men are walking away from Western society and relationships in Western society. I've already told you that trends become normalities and normalities become traditions. Right now, the Passport Bros are a trend that is transitioning into a normality. 5 years from now, it will be a normality. 10 years from now, it will be the start of it becoming a tradition. In 20 years, it will be a hands-down tradition for men to go overseas and find wives. I said this already, that little boys will have their little girlfriends in other countries and Skype them and Zoom them. And then during the summertime and winter vacation, mom and dad are going to have money put aside to take their sons overseas to go see their little girlfriends, because they already know what the alternative is. And that's not happening. I said this, guys, in 10 years. It won't take 10 years for it to start to happen. It's already happening. All right? But in 10 years, all right, Western society will begin asking, how could American women in Western society have ended up in such terrible condition? Because a lot of women are now entering into poverty. The largest group of homeless people are women. The largest rising group of homeless people right now are women, especially older women. Look at this guy. This is a high value guy. You have a provider, you have a protector, you have a man who's masculine. In America, they didn't want him. They didn't want him because he's not a Chad. Because he's not making $1 billion a year. I've said this already. Women will no longer have access to men like this. All those black guys that are going overseas, you have to have money to go over there, bro. There's some women that are picking up on this, like, the dudes that are leaving are the dudes with the bread. Guys like him, they will no longer have access to this man. They won't have access to these men anymore. You have women walking around calling men who are 5'9", 5'10", short kings, while they're 5'1". You have a woman who is 5'1", calling a man who is 5'9" or 5'10" a short king. How are you 5'1", calling someone 5'7" a short king? Like, that is just absolute madness. All right? If you are 5'1", and you are with someone who is even 5'6", they tower over you. And this is what they're doing in Western society? And then they say, oh, it's because we want to feel protected. Bro, this dude is half a foot taller than you. What are you thinking? And these are the tallest men in the world. Men from Western society are the tallest men in the world. You're not going to go to South America. You're not going to go to Asia. You're not going to go to any of these other countries and find men who are taller than men from Western societies. They are the tallest men in the world. Only 14% of the population have people who are 6 feet and taller. 14% of the population is 6 feet in the United States. 14%. That's a tiny fraction of men. Only a very small fraction of men in the US are 6 feet tall. And that's the same for Western society as a whole. And these women are like, oh, I don't care, I'm going to get what I want. No, basically what they're doing is they're all going out and they're all getting into relationships with the exact same dudes. This is why foreign women are plotting right now. Foreign women are plotting to take over the West by taking the men that modern women didn't want. And Western women have no one to blame but themselves for this outcome. And how are women doing it? How are the foreign women doing it? By just doing the bare minimum, really. Cooking, cleaning, being affectionate to their husbands, creating a stress-free environment. I mean, these are not big things. Modern women have set the bar so low that all a woman has to do right now is just not be bad, not be for the streets, be a nurturer, things that should come natural to her. Take care of her children. When she's preparing dinner in the evening, prepare something for her kids and her husband. It doesn't take, guys, you know the reason why modern women don't want to cook and clean? Because they don't know how to cook and clean. Women today don't have the skill sets to cook. I don't even know why they make these commercials showing like, oh, she's like, this woman just cooks food. She cooks like a mother. She doesn't know how to cook. They need to put a brother up there. They need to put a man on there. Let him throw down, all right? Put some big, fat, soulful man, black guy on there. And he's just throwing down in the kitchen like, and he's just mixing it up, just rubbing it into that chicken. That's right. All right, put a Mexican man on there. Put a big Mexican man on here, and just watch his head, how he's just mixing it up. All right, he has a halal. He has a kamal. I don't know if you guys know what a kamal is. Kamal is it's basically a big flat metal pan, and in Mexico they cook a lot of food on it. And this man is there just chopping it up, throwing down the meat, throwing down the tortillas. All right, gonna make some mean quesadillas. This ain't a game. I don't want to see any more of these women. Oh, she cooks like a mother. No, she does not. I want to see a big fat white guy wearing his apron and grilling it up, and the flames are just rising up. All right? Let's be real. Women don't know how to cook anymore. Men are the ones who know how to cook. Men are the ones who are throwing down. And it's always been like that. But it's now more pronounced. What these women want is for the man to come home after a long day of work and then to do one of two things: either order DoorDash, either let her order DoorDash or Uber Eats, or he needs to go in the kitchen and start preparing some food for her. And after he's done, the laundry needs to be done, and the house needs to be tidied up. And she needs money, and she needs money. Because she has that. She needs some more money because listen, he needs to get another credit card or something because she has things that she needs to do. That's not a wife. That's a sugar baby. That's not a wife. That is a sugar baby. Guys, what do you think about this? Foreign women are plotting to take over the West by taking the men that modern women didn't want. I want to hear your thoughts about this in the comments. Let me know what you guys think there. And please subscribe to the channel because it helps to support us. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA Men walking away. And cheers.